Hello, I want to talk about another game, and this time it's Dorfromantik. Now, with a title like Dorfromantik, and since there is no English title for this game as of now, I guess I should start with explaining the title. Now this is a two-part German word, Dorfromantik, Dorf and Romantik. Dorf would be translated to village, but in this case it's just a hint for the whole setting of the game. The second part is Romantik, which is not talking about an actual romance, but an idyll. So it's rural idyll in the end, and I don't think that impacts as much as the word Dorfromantik in German, but here we are. Dorfromantik is a puzzle game. You get a stack of hexagonal tiles and start on an empty map with one clear tile at your starting point. The idea is to place your tiles to an existing tile on the map in a manner the edges of the two tiles match. This will be shown in white. If they don't match, this would be red. Generally, you want, but you don't need to match the edge of the adjacent tile. It gives you more points, and if a tile only has matching neighbors, you get extra cards, but there might be a good reason to cut some corners here and there. We will start out with this railway, and you already see while playing the game you place your cards, and some of these cards have these little numbers on them. The main way to get more cards is to fulfill these random missions. This mission shows you railway 3, and if I put another railway on the edge of it, I can get it down to 2. So 2 more railways and I will have finished this mission. As a result, more cards, because I will get a reward for it. In general, we have a few different types of cards. There is forest, houses, villages, cornfields, there are completely empty borders, which can also contain lakes. There are waterways, actual rivers, and railways. And they can be mixed in all kinds of ways. Here's an example where we fulfill a quest. We have enough fields to fulfill the number, and that means we get extra cards. If the mission calls for some number and a plus sign after it, we can overshoot, so it isn't a problem if there would be more than 5 trees we add to this part, like we would do with this tile. There can be missions that want you to have the exact number that is shown on the sign. For example, if you have this sign here, and now think there is no plus behind the number, that would mean you have to be exactly at 2, which means you can't overshoot it. Let's talk about the more tricky tiles. The waterway needs some sort of water to continue. This can be another river, or maybe a lake. A lake is way less picky to place, because it can be placed on any border, except of course railways, because they are a different kind of problematic tile. Railways are very strict. You can't put anything at the end of a railway but another railway. There is a railway station tile, which is also a water tile. And with that, it's the closest thing you ever see to a joker. As you progress, there are some tiles a little away from your placed card, and they will pop up and you know there is a mission under there. You don't exactly know yet what kind of tile it will be, but it's interesting to go there and check it out. The longer you have played the game, the more missions you have fulfilled, you'll get a little bonus here and there. Like new skins for your map. Now this is Winter Wonderland. If you like things like that. Here we have something that is supposed to be spooky. I'm not quite sure if that really works. Leaving those little gimmicks aside, Dorfromantik is a very relaxing puzzle game, very casual. If you don't want to invest too much time, you can just play a little and then keep the board and go on another time.